Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. Google's DeepMind AI achieves grandmaster level in chess without any prior knowledge of the game. So make sure to watch the full video. In a significant forward leap for man-made reasoning, a figuring framework created by Google specialists in extraordinary, England has beaten a top human player at the round of Go. The old Eastern challenge of system and instinct that has bothered computer-based intelligence specialists for a really long time. Machines have topped the best people. All things considered, games held up as proportions of human mind, including chess, Scrabble, Othello, even Risk. In any case, with a 2,500-year-old game that is dramatically more perplexing than chess, human grandmasters have kept an edge over even the most coordinated figuring frameworks. Recently, top man-made intelligence specialists beyond Google addressed whether an advancement could happen at any point in the near future. And as of late as last year, many accepted one more 10 years would pass before a machine could beat the top people. Yet, Google has done precisely that. It happened quicker than I suspected, says Rémi Coulomb, the French specialist behind what was beforehand the world's top misleadingly astute Go player. Scientists at DeepMind, a self-declared Apollo program for man-made intelligence that Google procured in 2014, organized this machine versus man challenge in October at the organization's workplaces in London. The DeepMind framework, named DeepMind, matched its fake brains against Fan Wei, Europe's ruling Go boss. And the man-made intelligence framework went undefeated in 5 games saw by a supervisor from the diary Nature and a mediator addressing the English Go alliance. It was quite possibly of the most thrilling second in my profession, both as a scientist and as a proofreader. The Nature manager, Dr. Tanguy Chouard, said during a telephone call with correspondents on Tuesday. Google's DeepMind AI achieves grandmaster level in chess without any prior knowledge of the game. Today, Nature distributed a paper portraying DeepMind's framework, which utilizes, among different methods, an undeniably significant computer-based intelligence innovation called profound learning, utilizing an immense assortment of Go moves from master players. Around 30 million maneuvers altogether. DeepMind scientists prepared their framework to play Go all alone. Yet, this was only an initial step. In principle, such preparation just delivers a framework comparable to the best people. To beat the best, the specialists then paired their framework against itself. This permitted them to produce another assortment of moves they could then use to prepare another man-made intelligence player that could top a grandmaster. The main part of all this is that DeepMind isn't simply a specialist framework, worked with carefully assembled rules, says Demis Hassabis, who directs DeepMind. All things considered, it utilizes general AI strategies. How to succeed at Go? The success is in excess of an oddity. Online administrations like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, as of now, utilize profound figuring out how to distinguish pictures, perceive verbally expressed words, and grasp normal language. DeepMind's strategies, which join profound learning with an innovation called support learning and different techniques, guide the way toward a future where true robots can figure out how to perform actual undertakings and answer their current circumstance. It's a characteristic fit for mechanical technology, Hassabis says. He likewise accepts these techniques can speed up logical examination. He imagines researchers working close by misleadingly smart frameworks that can home in on areas of examination liable to be productive. The framework could handle a lot bigger volumes of information and surface the primary understanding to the human master in a manner that is significantly more effective or perhaps unrealistic. For the human master, Hassabis makes sense of. The framework might recommend a way forward that could guide the human master toward a forward leap. According to appearances, in mid-2014, Coulomb's Go playing program, Crazy Stone, tested Grandmaster Norimoto Yoda at a competition in Japan. Also, it won. Be that as it may, the success accompanied proviso. The machine had a 4-move head start, a huge benefit. At that point, Coulomb anticipated that it would be an additional 10 years before machines beat the best players without an early advantage. The test lies in the idea of the game. Indeed, even the most remarkable supercomputers come up short on handling ability to examine the consequences of each and every conceivable move in any sensible measure of time. At the point when Dark Blue beat world chess champion Garry Kasparov in 1997, it did as such with what's called Beast Force. Generally, IBM's supercomputer broke down the result of each and every conceivable move, looking further ahead than any human could. That is basically unrealistic with Go. In chess, at some random turn, there are a typical 35 potential maneuvers. With Go, in which two players rival cleaned stones on 19 by 19 framework, there are 250. What's more, every one of those 250 has another 250, etc. As Hasabi's brings up, there are more potential situations on a Go board than iotas in the universe. Utilizing a procedure called a Monte Carlo tree search, frameworks like Crazystone can look a long ways ahead. What's more, related to different methods, they can pare down the field of potential outcomes they should investigate. Eventually, they can beat a few gifted players, yet not exactly ideal. Among grandmasters, moves are somewhat natural. Players will advise you to take actions in light of the outward presentation of the board, not by intently dissecting how each move could work out. Great positions look great, says Hasabi's, himself a Go player. It appears to follow a stylish of some sort. That is the reason it has been such an entrancing game for millennia. Self-building up. Profound learning depends on what are called brain organizations of equipment and programming that rough the trap of neurons in the human cerebrum. These organizations don't work by animal power or hand-tailored rules. They break down a lot of information with an end goal to learn a specific undertaking. Feed enough photographs of a wombat into a brain net, and it can figure out how to recognize a wombat. Feed it enough expressed words, and it can figure out how to perceive what you say. Feed it enough Go moves, and it can figure out how to play Go. At DeepMind in Edinburgh and Facebook, scientists trusted brain organizations could dominate Go by looking at board positions, similar as a human plays. As Facebook displayed in a new examination paper, the strategy functions admirably. By matching profound learning and the Monte Carlo tree strategy, Facebook beat a few human players. However, not Crazystone and other top manifestations. However, DeepMind pushes this thought a lot further. In the wake of preparing on 30 million human maneuvers, a DeepMind brainnet could foresee the following human move around 57% of the time, a great number. The past record was 44%. Then Hasabi's and group matched this brainnet against marginally various adaptations of itself through what's called support realizing. Basically, as the brainnets play one another, the framework tracks which move brings the most award, the most domain on the board. After some time, it gets endlessly better at perceiving which moves will work and which will not. As indicated by Silver, this permitted DeepMind to top other Go-playing simulated intelligence frameworks, including Crazystone. Then the specialists took care of the outcomes into a second brain organization. Getting moves proposed by oneself play, this brain network looks forward to the consequences of each move. This is like the very thing that more seasoned frameworks like Dark Blue would do with chess. Then again, actually the framework is advancing as it comes, as it dissects more information. Not investigating each conceivable result through savage power. Along these lines, DeepMind figured out how to beat existing computer-based intelligence programs as well as a top human too. Committed silicon. Like most best-in-class brain organizations, DeepMind's framework runs on machines outfitted with designs handling units, or GPUs. These chips were initially intended to deliver pictures for games and different illustrations concentrated applications. However, for reasons unknown, they're additionally appropriate to profound learning. Hasabi says DeepMind's framework functions admirably on a solitary PC, furnished with a good number of GPU chips, yet for the match against Fan Wei, the scientists utilized a bigger organization of PCs that spread over around 170 GPU cards and 1,200 standard processors, or central processors. This bigger PC network both prepared the framework and played the genuine game, drawing on the after effects of the preparation. Go forward. The significance of DeepMind is tremendous. Similar procedures could be applied not exclusively to advanced mechanics and logical examination, yet such countless different errands, from Siri-like versatile computerized colleagues to monetary speculations. You can apply it to any ill-disposed issue, anything that you can imagine as a game, where procedure matters, says Chris Nicholson, organizer behind the profound learning startup SkyMind. For some purposes, that is a stressing thing, particularly when they consider that DeepMind's framework is, in additional ways than. So, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Use the comments section below to tell us your thoughts about the video. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of all the latest videos.